in interviews they have said that like, oh yeah, no, we just saw the wacky videos people were making Breath of the Wild, and we said we can up that a notch. Like that is kind of their starting point for this, which is so beautiful and perfect. But it's so weird for like a Nintendo philosophy, and it feels like the type of philosophy that's like the people who are really into modding on PC. And it's just weird to have like that vibe inside of this separate enclosed ecosystem at Nintendo, you know?
I disagree. I think this goes back to like very early Nintendo philosophy where it's like video games should be like toys. Like this should be a toy box for you.
Right.
And they finally just have the technology now and the know-how that they can make it a real like, here's some toys for you, figure out how to be imaginative and have your own fun. Like that feels extremely Miyamoto, doesn't it? Like just, It's not so much that we made a nice story or a nice environment or whatever for you. We just dumped out a bunch of toys on the ground and like, go figure it out on your own. Have fun, kids.
So it's Ultra Hand getting in touch with the original Ultra Hand from the 60s. Like we're going back to those roots directly here.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a very like, that is the Ultra Hand of Nintendo, like the 1968-ish device, 66. Like that's a toy that has no point. It's literally
right.
just a like, it's one of those like stretchy, grabby hand things. And they packed it with some blocks because they just felt like, okay, we have to like technically give you something to do. But the whole like point behind that toy is like, you'll figure out how to have fun with this. This thing's weird. You'll figure it out. And so I don't know. That's kind of a beautiful extension of it, really, that it's made its way into this game is like, you'll figure out how to have fun with this. We're not going to tell you the solution. You'll glue some things together and it'll be fun for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm certainly biased in this direction as number one Hitman immersive sim diehard, but it's like I think there's that connection between PC modding, whatever, and the freeness of this game's gameplay, and the connection is just like it is the best way to make a game, and it's frankly embarrassing that other companies aren't doing it this way.
Yeah. Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, let's be real here. 2023. God of War Ragnarok, what the hell was that? Who cares?
Well,
can we get real?
No, they cried a couple times. And you had the freedom of where you threw your axe. But
we'll check back in 2024, that's fine. We'll circle back.
I mean, 50 years from now, Tears of the Kingdom's going to be on another level from God of War Ragnarok, there's no doubt. It already is on another level, but yeah, I think one of these games will age a lot more poorly than the other for sure, you know?
It's just so special right now, Tears of the Kingdom. It's so exciting to see.
Yeah.
Kratos is going to find Atreus' toy chest, and it's just going to be all kinds of physics-based goofy stuff, and he's going to spend the whole time building things.
It does. I've been thinking about that a lot too, of just like, clearly some designers were inspired by Breath of the Wild. Maybe not as many as we would hope and we wanted, but there's definitely, you can see like, okay, short hikes out there. Chia to some extent is in there. Elden Ring, maybe debatable, right? But it feels like this is just another example of like, listen up industry, this type of thing. Like, please, every developer, please play this. Just make something as good as this. Everybody, how hard can it be?
Yeah, come on.
But just, embracing that freedom and the simple toy aspect. Yeah, absolutely is something that I hope more people take. Because that is the feeling. It does feel, it's too much of a shorthand to just say, oh, childlike wonder. But it does feel like I'm just a cheeky, stupid kid playing with toys. And I feel like I'm getting away with a lot. And I'm excited about every opportunity here. And it's such a rare feeling in games. And they're called games. They should be fun because toys are fun.
But also, like, not every game has to be this.
No,
Kelsey,
like, okay,
my
mute
game
her?
of the year of last year, Xenoblade Chronicles, like, that is not a toy box. It's a very story-driven game, and I loved it. Like, so, I mean, I think there's room for... I don't think everyone in the industry needs to, like, take notes and, like, do this. I'm just happy that this exists and that some people are taking notes.
That's totally true. And it will inspire people in like way smaller ways than them putting Ultra Hand in their game. But I'm also a little cynical about that happening because all open world games had to take from Breath of the Wild was just take the markers out, take the waypoints out, let us explore it. And nobody did that except Chia, Game of the Year.
If you thought, hey, this video wasn't bad, well, there's a whole lot more like it on MinnMax's YouTube channel. Please help us out by subscribing to our channel and checking out the MinnMax Show podcast, also available on your favorite podcast app, the best, most thorough discussion about games on the internet with the deepest dive, our monthly community trivia show with prizes called Trivia Tower, and a whole lot more. Thanks so much for your support, everybody. All you gotta do is click that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it.